Hi, everybody. Leanne Holitza here at the Healing Studio. How are you guys? It's Sunday. We're going to do our readings. Okay, so if you haven't played with me before, I'm Leanne Holitza. We're going to be doing a weekly check-in for all of us. Then we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, which will be your first personal cards. And then we'll do all one at a time, me pleases. If a card comes 3 times, it's for all of us. So it's worth staying for the whole thing to listen to what messages and themes start to build for the week. It's going to be an interesting week, isn't it? Okay, so let's see here. A couple of announcements. We're getting close to the end of the year. We've got one live Light Council channeling session that's happening next Friday night. There is live. There's live and virtual spots available. There is also the guides group coming up in December, and intentions and affirmations is coming up, as well as our normal group healings and things like that. So check that out. If you don't know who I am, you can go to the insightfulinspirations.com. All right, let's see here. We are going to be using, I'm going to get the helper of the higher self connection spray and awareness and intuition from Amanda Ellis. Okay, Archangel Metatron. It's going to be our helper. And I've also picked out a little tiger iron heart for us. Okay, and this is good for getting us grounded, which we could use right now. Okay, let's see what the week brings. Okay, first card is intentions upside down. Okay, so we're not being clear. The universe would like some clarity, please. Putting our orders in to manifest what we want. We are not necessarily saying things with clarity. So this is going to be a good time to really start to understand what are my intentions and why are those my intentions? What am I doing right now with my own energy? Okay, helper this week is happiness, being the source of your own happiness. Now, when it's sideways like this, what it's saying is there's active things you could be doing to make yourself happy, active things you could be doing to be the source of your own happiness this week. That's what's going to help you take back that power. Okay, and by the end of the week, we are paying attention. Presence. Okay, so really getting into a space this week where you're just actively knowing what makes you happy and do those things. Okay. All right. Here's your start of your personal reading. Okay. Feel into it. You got 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Using the Shaman's Dream Oracle from Colette Baird Reed. Okay. Everybody feeling in. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. If you picked 1, you've got stranger curiosity, but it was upside down. Okay. So what I'm hearing from the guides about this now, Colette has a whole guidebook to her decks. So, that's something to realize that there's, other words that may be written for this card. But what I'm hearing when it's upside down is that it's time to really connect with our wholeness, our oneness, our self, that as a collective, so that we can really get to know, the people, the things that make us kind of, nervous, diving in a little bit more and getting to know those things a little more. Basically taking the stranger energy out and making everybody kind of your friend. Okay, if you picked 2, you're working with a dragon's sword. Okay, so protecting the future. All right, so if you've picked 2, this week is for you to focus on what is going to make sure that your future is healthy, happy, going in the direction you desire. Okay. Focus for the people who are picking 3 today. You got an upside down Garden of Venus, reset and renewal. Okay, rest and renewal. Upside down, what this is basically saying, I'm hearing, is you've rested long enough. If you get this card in the upside down, it's basically, I'm hearing it's okay for you to move forward and not necessarily wait any longer, especially with that being the source of your own happiness card coming up. It's a good week for you to take responsibility for your energy. All right, here we go. Let's do our me pleases. Now I'm going to say hello to the bottom of the list just so you guys know I see you and I'm coming. Okay. So we've got Stephanie, Janelle, Eli, Tracy, Natalie. You guys hang out with me here. I will get to you. Starting at the top of the list though. We've got Kimberly. All right. Here we go. Okay, upside down drifter. All right. So this is experience life as it comes, but it's upside down. I feel like this week is that with that happiness card, it's basically saying to you, take control of where your sails are pointed. You can't drift any longer. It's time to be more directional, a little more specific about which way you're going. Okay. So focus on that. Gina, and your names are going to be showing up there. Okay, Gina, you got Winter's Dream upside down. Okay. Now, this is basically saying that the gestation period's over. It's time to take action. The things that you've said you're going to do, it's time to do them. Especially, that's ones that are going to make you the source of your own happiness. Okay. Focus on that. Courtney, upside down, repairing the veil. So forgiveness. What I'm hearing from your guides on this card is go back and see what you haven't let go of. Look, check in with the grudges. Okay. The grudges might want a little repair work this week, especially if they're stealing from your happiness. So, one of my favorite books is Radical Forgiveness. I really like the way that book puts it in perspective by Colin Tipping. Just throwing it out there. Kara, you got Joyful Muse upside down, inspiration. So this is basically saying it's time for you to really be your own inspiration. Don't look outside yourself, but instead really focus on this week. Kind of goes with that happiness card. Be the source of your own inspiration. Okay. See where you can find the joys in life. Tatiana, you've got right side up, Spirit of the River. Movement towards adventure. Woohoo, adventurous week, spontaneous week. Do something you don't normally do. Have a little extra fun. Okay. All right, Nicole and Addison. Nicole, you got the benefactor upside down. Okay. So grace and generosity. What I'm hearing from look at these little king and queens in here. That's so cute, isn't it? Okay. Upside down, saying be the source of your own grace and generosity. Be gracious and generous to yourself this week. Okay. Really sounds like the theme, you guys, is take care of yourselves. I know I was wanting to do that a little bit better too. Addison, drifter upside down for you. Okay. So second time we've seen that like that. Experience life as it comes. But as you and Kimberly got, this is not a time to just drift. It is a time to be intentional. Point your sails in the direction you want to go. If you got to turn on the little motor for a minute and not just let your sails take you, get a little extra fire going this week for you. Okay. Heidi, perfect storm upside down. Okay. So the courage to step into life. Basically, this is saying to you, it's okay to take a minute if it's not time to step into some change or something that's happening. This perfect storm energy is very much saying it's okay to take a deep breath and wait a minute. Sometimes it isn't the best to get out into the weather, if that makes sense. If there's a lot of chaos this week, staying inside yourself and inside your own happiness might make sense. Katie, burnout proof leaders, fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Okay. So this is kind of recognizing whatever you've been hanging on to, that emotional journey that you're going on. This is a good week to really kind of notice what pain you've been hanging on to. And maybe it's time to let it out, or at very least let it be known a little more. Okay. Melissa and Shannon. Okay. Repairing the veil upside down, forgiveness. So again, I'm hearing from this card, and when we pull out the book, if we get this 3 times, we might hear something different from Colette's book. But this card is saying, where are you holding on the grudges? Where are those grudges sticking around inside of you? And where maybe have you not forgiven yourself too? That would be another thing to kind of look into for self-forgiveness. All right, Shannon, for you this week, the focus is upside down, a tidy house, clarity and organization. Okay. So actually what I'm hearing from this card is that whatever's been neat and tidy in your life, there's maybe a junk drawer in there that would like to be seen. It's maybe you kept everything kind of in order, but there's something that's been unaddressed. That's what this card is saying this week's for, is to go to that one little thing that maybe is hiding in the put togetherness and see if you can clean it up a little bit. Okay. Jenny, Skybridge for you, possibilities for union. All right. So a little togetherness, a little bit of connection this week for you, and really being willing to go the distance and open your heart up. If there's some heart work that would like to be done, go ahead and do that a little bit this week, so that you can receive those unions. Jared, falling angel upside down, says spiritual narcolepsy. Excuse me. What I'm hearing on this one, throat chakra block, is there's maybe just there could be more listening to the higher truths right now. Jared, I think this week you're being asked to notice the bigger picture, the more dynamic, divine painting, if you will, rather than the 3D. This week could possibly be very 3D, but look into the 5D this week. Cynthia, you got Joyful Muse right side up. So go find some inspiration. Be your own inspiration. Have fun. Look, there's a little paintbrush in his hand. He's got all kinds of fun things going on there. Have a little time and inspiration, okay? Sam. All right, Sam, you are going to be working on heart home compassion. So I'm hearing working on your literal home and really also working on the inside of you, where you are, there you go, right? And so just giving yourself some compassion, giving yourself some sacred space, and really, don't invite the chaos in. I really am getting that this week, you guys. Don't let the chaos in. Okay. All right. Coming on down. I'm coming, you guys. I see you. Diane, you're next. Caterpillar. Opportunity for you. A little opportunity to unwind, to be a little bit on your own, independent, noticing your changes, be really in those changes, and see where there's opportunity to change simply easy, easy and obvious, that kind of thing. Kimberly, I put this back in and I shuffled and you got Caterpillar upside down. Okay, so the opportunities for you are not yet coming, but they are coming. This is a reassurance. This is saying that the changes are made, but like most of us are still kind of in this metamorphosis phase. I think that that's what that card is saying. Your opportunities are coming, but maybe it won't be felt this week yet. Juan Carlos, you've got the wall upside down. So the obstacles are getting moved out of your way. Okay. Whatever you thought was an obstacle is no longer going to be an obstacle. Let yourself really shift out of that. Okay. This time to see the world as open and wide. Elizabeth, for you this week, you're going to be focusing on upside down closing doors. Okay. It's not time to complete things yet. There's a little bit of work still to be done. So just closing the door is not going to solve it. So giving yourself an opportunity to just, take the last bit of the fall air in before you close it and let yourself realize that it will complete soon enough, but not yet. Taryn, you got the cosmic womb. Okay, the divine feminine. So this is time for you to really get into the idea that new beginnings are coming and fresh outlooks and just coming from a really divine start. Okay, so just kind of thinking about that this week, you're definitely going to be in that kind of rebirth energy. Okay, Kelly and Matthew. Kelly, okay, I put it back and shuffled. So twice it comes right in a row, means we want to keep talking. Cosmic womb, letting things be realized, letting us surrender to our higher selves and to the universe being our co-creator. Sometimes we want to do it all ourselves. And this week, maybe it's not the week for you to do it all yourself. Matthew, horned cactus upside down, resourcefulness. All right. Basically, this is saying you don't have to be resourceful. I'm hearing from your guides that you don't have to do it all yourself. You don't have to shore yourself up for the other shoe to drop all the time. You can ask for help. You can trust that help will come. You can recognize help has already been there and more will come. Okay. All right. Stephanie, will of the wisp upside down. Treasures hidden in the shadows. A little shadow work for you this week. So getting willing to really look at the stuff that's hiding right in front of you, but in kind of the shadows. So, remember there's always light. That the light is what makes the shadows, but it would be a good week to explore those shadows. Tommy, empty well, okay? Time to replenish. Time to go back and figure out how you can actually fill that well back up and why the well got empty to begin with. And it'd be a good week to kind of check into that and see what might be going on there. And it's good to just acknowledge it at first, okay? All right, I'm going to say hello to the bottom of the list just so you guys know I see you. And I'm coming, I promise. Rena, Deanna, Feifei, again, Stephanie, I'm coming. I'm on my way. Okay, CC, perfect storm right side up for you. The courage to step into life. Okay, so this is time for you to really recognize that the opportunities are opening for you this week. And it is a time to get out there. Whether you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, here it is, kind of thing. It's like that. If you're looking for a sign, here it is. Do it. Do the thing. Robin, you're going to be working with mindful energy and groupthink upside down. So this is kind of asking you to recognize where you've gotten sucked into some thought processes that maybe are collective, bigger than you thoughts, and check into where you maybe want to get back to being more independent and thinking for yourself this week. Okay, Chris, wailing tree. Okay, reconciliation. It's upside down, so it's saying enough of feeling like bad, or enough of like of the sadness. It's okay to move on from that. That's allowing you to really kind of replenish or rebirth. Okay, so what I'm getting from your guides is it's okay to move on from that pain and hurt. Austin, you got the crossing upside down, which is initiation. What I'm hearing for you is that this is not the time yet to make the crossing, that this week is a week to pause and be the source of your own happiness and find your place, and know that eventually that bridge will come, but it's just not there yet. Carrie, sky riding upside down and the fates. Okay, so when it's upside down, it's like you're looking for the fate, or you're looking for the signs, and you're looking for things to tell you what's happening. And right now is not a time to know. This week is a time to recognize, yeah, sure, there's fate playing out, there's destiny playing out, but you may not have the clear picture this week at all about that. Okay, Tiff, mindful for you too, upside down, groupthink, careful of where you're getting involved in other people's mindsets, or where you're getting feel victimized by how other people are thinking. Go ahead and make yourself happy, back up, give yourself an opportunity to really think about, where have I got involved with too much thinking about the group and not myself. Hannah and Patty. Hannah, fool's embrace upside down. Okay, transmute your pain. Let the pain go. This is when we saw it right side up, it was go ahead and lean into that pain. What now upside down? I'm hearing, Hannah, this week you don't have to focus on the painful parts. You can alchemize the pain into strength. Patty, joyful muse upside down. Second time we've seen it in this way. Be your own inspiration. Don't look for outside influence. Be your own influence. Be your own guide this week. Okay. Kalina, you've got Moon's Maiden, new beginnings. So let yourself really notice that there's a very divine feminine energy working on your behalf this week. And so let things be new and fresh and start off giving you an opportunity to reveal the new pathway. Okay. Don't do it the old way. Tanya, a jeweled web upside down, connectivity. So this might be a week of you feeling disconnected. And that's okay. Sometimes we do need to disconnect, and like that groupthink card was saying, and just get ourselves back in order. Okay. Janelle and Donnie. Okay. Third time's the charm on the repairing the veil upside down, you guys. So I'm going to pull up the book because now this is for all of us. Okay. So here it is. Now it's time to examine where your actions have caused difficulty or harm to someone else, and also where you've been the recipient of harm. Regardless of what side you're on, it's important to take responsibility for healing the rift by bringing in love, compassion, and deep listening and presence to whatever is not in harmony. Do this for you and for your own liberty as you become an unwitting hostage once you take the role of perpetrator or victim. Both are positions of weakness. Okay, that's for all of us, you guys. We can't be victims this week. Victim energy be gone. Poof, we are not doing it. All right. Donnie, you got Moon Maidens upside down. She doesn't really, she normally, when they're upside down on her decks, they're protective. But your guides are using them as like the opposites this week. So this is not a week for you to really go into new beginnings. It's kind of like not a good week to start anything if you can help it. Give yourself a little bit of a breather. Maybe shine the light on what is yours to do to be that source of your own happiness. Denise, mini masks, okay? The authentic self. So this is a week to examine, where have you put on masks? Where have you been hiding? Why don't you trust people to see you? And how can you get back in alignment with that a little bit more? Okay. Lisa, in alignment with authenticity. It is. Okay, Lisa, deep quiet, meditation and stillness for you. Yeah, that sounds like a good order, right? Like, all right. Sorry, guys, gotta go. We got some deep meditation I gotta go do. So just take some time, Lisa, this week for you. Christy, focus on the stranger curiosity energy upside down. If you picked that at the beginning, it's saying it again. This is like befriend everyone, especially the strange. Don't hide from it, okay? Kira, you got mini masks too, just like Denise did. So be careful that you're not accidentally covering yourself up, or you're hiding yourself, or doing something to not be authentic, okay? Just for love or likes. Okay, Finn, upside down, gathering around. Okay, the power of community. This week might not be the power of community. This week might mean this is a week for you to go back to yourself, really getting yourself into alignment with what you want to do and believe, and put your energy there. Okay. Joe, you got the Woodwives upside down. So, the adaptability message is like, you got this, you can go with the flow, but you don't have to. One of the things that the Light Council has been saying is like, remove your consent from the things that you don't agree to, just energetically, and as far as what you're paying attention to. Okay. So the adaptability card to me is saying that you're this week focus on, not necessarily having to be flexible or adapt to whatever's happening, but definitely changing your conversation in your head about it. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. I got you. Here you go. Ready, Miranda? Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Whoosh. Look at that. Okay. Time to go back to your roots. What are the best versions of your ancestors, and how can you find those versions and pull them forward to now? You exist because someone survived a lot of stuff. Okay. And so go back and find out how they survived, not just from the scrappy parts, but the abundant parts, the magnificent parts. Yeah. Go get some ancestral wisdom. Amanda Ellis has an ancestral spray. I'm not using it today, but Catherine, you are going to be working with the Dust Devil upside down. Okay, moving out of stagnation. So you're moving out of stagnation, but it may not feel like it just yet, is kind of what I'm hearing. So give yourself just a minute. It's okay. It may still feel a little stuck, but you are moving. You are making progress. Okay. All right. Oh, Janice, we got the lay of the land for you too. Ancestral wisdom. So apparently we need to really get this message. Go back to the best versions of your ancestors, go back to the best versions of your history, and pull those forward this week. Okay. You can just do it with meditation. Go talk to them, Aaron, doesn't make it sound so easy. Just go talk to those ancestors. Okay, Aaron, your vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. Who you think you are is going to blow up this week. It's a good thing. We are definitely being asked to give up a lot of what we think we are lately. So that's what you're being told. Habiba, you've got the Sky Bridge, possibilities of union. So if you've been trying to make partnerships work, or making a partnership work, even if it's like a new, cooperation, a new job, a new whatever, this is a good week to put the energy into that. Okay. Andrea, Magician's Sword upside down. Confidence in your magic. Okay. Now, this isn't necessarily because it's upside down saying don't be confident, but do ask questions. Don't necessarily just think you got it all figured out. Like really, even though you're masterful and skillful and have your expertise, check yourself a little bit and just see where you could be a little more mindful with your craft. Terry, a tidy house for you, clarity and organization. So this is just a good card for you to go home and just make yourself feel more solid by organizing your space, feeling like your space is your sanctuary, that kind of thing. Okay. So focusing on actual spaces. Terry, eye of the needle, upside down. Okay. So this says intentionality. This is like this week is not a week that you're going to be able to thread that needle. It's not going to be a week where things are going to be able to be clear. So just give yourself a moment. It's okay. Clarity will come, and just keep your intentions focused. Okay. Eat 100 foods, work on your house as well. Tidy house, clarity, make it a sanctuary. Give yourself an opportunity to really enjoy your home, enjoy your spaces. Bahar, for you, the focus is closing the door and it's right side up. So it is time to close the door. Time to close the door, time to come to completion, time to walk away. Okay. Cameron. Oh, dream thief for you. Refusal to the call. Okay. This is limiting beliefs. You're going to be looking out for those limiting beliefs that you have been using to control yourself or hold yourself back or avoid risk. Notice that it's taken away from your hopes and dreams. Dream a little bigger this week. It will be okay. Natalie. Here is yours. Joyful Muse. Second time we've seen that guy. Go out and find some inspiration. Go be a little playful. Do the silly stuff. Do the stuff that's unheard of. Find as much joy and play as you can this week. Be the source of your own happiness. Tracy. Third time's a charm for Cosmic Womb. So this is for all of us. Thank you, Tracy, for bringing it. Listen closely. I'm going to get the book out now. So this is for all of us. Creative, the divine feminine. The cosmic womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new self into being. You don't know who or what it is yet, but you know it's full of life and love and passion and spirit. In the perfect expression of you, imbued with love incarnate, ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. Okay, new you guys. We got last week metamorphosis. Now we're becoming that version of ourselves. So just focusing on the new you. Let go of the old you. Eli, drifter right side up, experiencing life as it comes. This has been coming up kind of both directions. Okay, we're not to the 3 yet, but might be soon. Basically, this for you is saying do drift. We were hearing some of the people were getting don't drift, but you're getting the sails are pointed. Now give yourself a minute to make those things come through. Okay. Tracy, for Janelle's friend Tracy. Okay, let's see. Okay, crossing completion initiation. It's happening. The bridge is there. It's starting to appear. It's just not time to cross it yet, is what I'm hearing for you. Okay, so just hold on. Don't make those transitions yet. Stephanie, deep diver for you. Okay, diving into a task. So this is actually, I'm hearing for you from your guides, don't get hyper focused on anything this week. It's not necessarily going to serve you to just focus and dive deep. Okay. All right. So stay surfacey, find play on the surface. Do many things. Okay. Feifei, you've got the hollow bone upside down. Okay. So teachability. So this is basically saying, like, give yourself some open space, like definitely check in with what you think you know, and maybe go learn from a different expert, or maybe even just check in with your own inner expert and see what refinements want to happen this week. And kind of also I'm hearing go back to that ancestral message as well. Okay. So ancestral wisdom, be teachable. Deanna, falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy, right side up. Okay, so wake up, notice where you've fallen asleep, where you have missed the hidden divine messages. Okay, you don't have to be asleep. We haven't actually got a lot of themes today. That's interesting. Only ones of like new birth and forgive. Okay, Rena, spirit of the river for you, movement towards adventure. Okay, so really being spontaneous, going with the flow, say yes to the invitations your guides just said, wherever that they are coming to you. Okay, All right, you guys, we've made it to the end. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to throw a card for my husband, even though I think he's watching football at the moment. Oh, you know what? I should do a November in general because it is November. All right, for my husband, he's got Root Girl, the disowned self. So a week to kind of recognize reclamation of the self. All right, let's do a November reading. I'm going to pull back the Yantra deck. Here we go. Boop, boop, boo. Yantra. November. Not a time of completions. We think it's going to be, but it's not quite time. Working on how you can complete yourself, complete the projects that you've started, but know that they're not going to necessarily get done yet. Okay, the helper card for the month is action sideways, taking the next steps, but only where it makes sense. When it's sideways, it's like, don't take all the steps. Only take the steps that are really easy and obvious right now. Only take the steps that are yours to take, not everybody else's, okay? And at the end of the month, we're going to still feel off track, okay? We're not necessarily, the impeccability card sideways says we're feeling off track, but we're never off track. So just give yourself a moment to acknowledge you might feel that way, a little wobbly. All right, now let's do 1, 2, 3 for the month. If you're still with me, thanks for staying. Here's your November cards, okay? Feel into it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you picked one, it's going to be a month of opportunity, okay? Caterpillar, opening up an opportunity, independent opportunity, single self opportunity. If you pick 2, you're doing your emotional journey, Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain for the month. And if you picked 3, you're going to be working with the jeweled web energy for the month, okay? Connectivity and really helping yourself notice that all of the network is important. Every single connection you make is important. All right, you guys, that's it. See you later. Go be amazing.